They took my pension and said I don't need it, so I closed every account and left them nothing. Before we begin, I whisper into the mic, my voice trembling yet steady. Don't forget to subscribe if you've ever trusted someone, and they broke that trust into pieces. The clock struck 7 o'clock a.m. The house smelled of coffee and burnt toast. A familiar silence hanging between the walls. Roger, my son-in-law, was sitting at the dining table scrolling through his phone, while my daughter, Sophie, stood by the counter pretending to be busy ever since they moved in. The house had changed. The laughter was gone, replaced by whispers, secret looks, and half-hearted smiles. But I kept quiet because that's what mothers do. We hope love will fix what time and greed destroyed. Roger looked up from his phone. Mom, we need to talk about your pension, he said casually, as if it were a grocery list item. Sophie avoided my eyes. My pension? I asked, wiping my hands on my apron. What about it? Roger leaned back, smirking faintly. You're not working anymore. You don't go out. You don't need that much money sitting there. We could use it better. Bills, baby stuff, investments. Something inside me twisted. My pension is my security, I said softly. It's all I have left, he shrugged. We're family, aren't we? What's yours is ours. The words hit me harder than I expected. I looked at Sophie, my daughter, the same little girl whose hands I once held when she crossed the street. She didn't say a word, just looked away. That silence said everything. Weeks passed, and they kept pushing. At first gently, then with guilt, then with anger. Mom, you don't trust us. Mom, we're struggling, and you're being selfish. And finally, Mom, maybe you shouldn't live here if you don't want to be part of the family. So I gave in. I signed the papers Roger brought. He smiled, hugged me, and said, you won't regret this, but I did. Every single day. If you're still watching, tell me in the comments, have you ever helped someone and then watched them forget who you are? Days turned into months. Roger got a new car. Sophie bought expensive dresses. They traveled, posted smiling pictures online. While I sat at home counting coins for groceries, I didn't say anything. Not yet. I watched, I waited, and I learned. Then one evening, I overheard Roger's voice from the living room. She's useless now, he said. We'll sell the house next year. Once she's gone, we'll have everything in our name. Gone, he said, gone like I was an old couch to be thrown away. I walked back to my room quietly that night. And something in me, something that had been sleeping, woke up. I started planning. Silently, patiently. Roger handled my bank accounts now, but he wasn't careful. He left passwords on sticky notes, left files open on the computer. So I began to take back what was mine. I spent weeks learning, watching tutorials online. Late nights with tired eyes and a beating heart. And one morning, when they both went out shopping, I moved everything, every last penny, into a new account. Under my name only. Then I called the bank and closed the old joint accounts. Pension, savings, everything. Gone from their reach. When Sophie came home that evening, Roger was furious. What did you do? He shouted, slamming his hands on the table. I stood there, still water. I just took back what was mine, I said. And you were right, Roger, I don't need it. But neither do you. They screamed, threatened, even cried. But I didn't budge. The next day, I packed my things and left quietly. No note, no goodbye. I moved into a small cottage by the sea. Peaceful, silent, mine. For the first time in years, I could breathe again. One morning, I received a message from Sophie. Mom, we're sorry. Please come back. Roger lost his job. We're struggling. I stared at the screen for a long time, then turned off my phone. Sometimes losing everything teaches you the value of nothing. As I sit by the window now, watching the waves kiss the shore, I realize I was never weak. I was patient. And patience, when tested long enough, becomes power. If this story touched your heart, Don't scroll away. Share it, because someone out there needs to know it's never too late to take your life back. A soft knock on my door brought me back. It was the mailman, handing me a letter. It was from the pension office. A small note inside read, "Your account has been verified and secured permanently." I smiled for the first time in a long time. I closed my eyes and whispered to the wind, "Let them have their lies. I have my peace." If you believe karma never fails, hit the like button. And remember, sometimes the quietest revenge is simply walking away with dignity. Like and subscribe for more true stories.